Imagine a world where the very medications meant to ease pain become a source of immense suffering. That's the stark reality of the opioid crisis, and the FDA is taking a crucial step to address it, demanding better, clearer safety labels on opioid pain medications. But is it enough? And is it too late for many? The Food and Drug Administration, FDA, has officially mandated that manufacturers of opioid pain relievers revamp their safety labels. The goal? To more forcefully communicate the significant risks associated with prolonged opioid use. This isn't just a minor tweak. It's a response to alarming data and a growing recognition of the devastating consequences of opioid dependence. This decision stems from critical observations made during a pivotal May meeting. The Drug Safety and Risk Management Advisory Committee, alongside the Anesthetic and Analgesic Drug Products Advisory Committee, convened to dissect the findings of 2 post-market studies. These studies were specifically designed to assess the potential for abuse, addiction, and overdose linked to the long-term use of opioid analgesics. Think of it like this. The FDA wanted to see what really happens when people take these drugs for extended periods. And the results were deeply concerning. One observational study, tracking over 2,000 participants for a year, revealed that a shocking 1% to 6% met the criteria for opioid addiction. But here's where it gets controversial. A staggering 9% showed signs of prescription opioid abuse, and a full 22% exhibited prescription opioid misuse. These aren't just numbers. They represent real people struggling with the dark side of pain relief. What constitutes misuse versus abuse is a key point of contention, and the FDA is aiming to clarify these distinctions on the updated labels. The second study painted an even grimmer picture. Over a 5 to 11-year period, the cumulative incidence of opioid overdose-related deaths ranged from 1.5% to 4.0%. And this is the part most people miss. A horrifying 17% of first opioid overdoses proved fatal. That means nearly 1 in 5 people who overdosed on opioids for the first time died. These statistics underscore the urgent need for improved safety measures and greater awareness. The FDA's new safety labeling requirements are a direct result of these unsettling findings, coupled with expert committee input, public comments, and the uncomfortable truth that adequate and well-controlled studies on long-term opioid effectiveness are currently lacking. In essence, we've been prescribing these powerful drugs for years without a complete understanding of their long-term impact. Dr. Marty Makary, MD, former FDA commissioner, didn't mince words, stating that the death of almost 1 million Americans during the opioid epidemic has been one of the cardinal failures of the public health establishment. This is a powerful indictment of past practices and a call for immediate change. To further address the knowledge gap, the FDA is also pushing for a new prospective, randomized controlled trial. This trial will focus on rigorously evaluating the risks and benefits of long-term opioid use. It's a crucial step towards evidence-based prescribing practices. So, what exactly will these updated labels include? Expect a more comprehensive explanation of the risks, stronger warnings about the dangers of high doses, clearer guidelines on usage limits, and a firm emphasis that long-acting or extended-release opioids should only be considered when shorter-acting options or alternative medications have failed. The labels will also serve as a stark reminder of the serious harm that can occur if a patient becomes physically dependent on opioids and then abruptly stops using them. Beyond these core warnings, the revised labels will also provide information on potential opioid-related problems affecting the esophagus, details on opioid overdose reversal agents like naloxone, information on toxic leukoencephalopathy, a rare but devastating condition that can occur after overdose, and warnings about negative drug-drug interactions, particularly with gabapentinoids, a class of medications commonly prescribed for nerve pain. But Dr. Makary emphasizes that these labeling changes are just the beginning. This long-overdue labeling change is only part of what needs to be done. We also need to modernize our approval processes and post-market monitoring, he stated. He pointed out that OxyContin, a notorious example, was initially approved without sufficient long-term use data. This highlights a critical flaw in the system that needs to be addressed. Manufacturers have been given 30 days to submit their newly updated labeling for FDA review. This is a race against time to get this vital information into the hands of doctors and patients. Ultimately, the question remains, will these updated labels be enough to curb the opioid crisis? Will they truly empower patients and physicians to make more informed decisions? Or is this just a band-aid on a much deeper wound? What other steps should the FDA take to combat the opioid epidemic? Share your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Your voice matters in this critical conversation.